What's good, y'all? Let's talk a little bit of Madden ratings. They've been coming out for, I guess, the past week, so I decided, let's let a few of them build up. So I'll talk about what we see so far, what we've been seeing, what we've been shown so far in regards to the ratings. And then next Sunday, I'll kind of wrap it up. So let's go into the top rookies first. You saw that first image was of Jameis Winston. So they've put out what I think was like the top 10 rookies so far. So number one, the highest rated rookie is Amari Cooper. I don't really have very much of a problem with that because in my opinion, I thought he was probably the most NFL ready guy, ready to really have an impact. And then you got Jameis Winston, who of course, really impressed a lot of NFL scouts and general managers with his football IQ. Got an 81 overall, so I mean he's going to be clearly he's going to be one of the biggest impact rookies that in the game. So we'll see what happens with that. Todd Gurley is the third highest rated rookie at an 80 overall, number one running back. So I mean, I think pretty much everybody knows if Todd Gurley hadn't gotten hurt, we would have been talking about him in the top 10 for sure. Probably top 7, I would say. So Leonard Williams for the Jets, and I want you guys to pay attention to something. You see how the ratings were handled here? They didn't go by who was drafted number 1, and so he automatically got the highest rating. Who was drafted number 2. They didn't do that. It went on something much deeper than that. There was actually research done. So just keep that in mind. It's kind of the way I tried to do my NBA 2K draft class. Next was Brandon Scherf, big, powerful offensive lineman, went to Washington. He also got an 80 overall. And then the next guy was Dante Fowler Jr. Now, you guys know Dante Fowler tore his knee up in the early season workouts. Jacksonville Jaguars were a class organization, still signed him to the contract after he hurt himself, which I thought was a really cool thing to do. He has an 86 speed, an 89 acceleration, so he's going to be a really good pass rusher in the game. Melvin Gordon was next. He's the next highest rated running back. He got a 78. As a speed back, he's faster than Gurley because I think he got 91 speed and 88 acceleration, which I don't know about that. I mean, Gurley is really, really fast, so I don't know. But Gurley got a 91 speed and acceleration too, so I'm not sure. The way this reads, I'm not sure exactly what they're. He has an 88 acceleration, so he's a little bit faster. Then the Chicago Bears, Kevin White, also got the number 78. He's going to step in, 94 speed, 92 acceleration, 88 agility. He has a rookie best 88 in catching. So the route running is probably why he's only a 78. Marcus Mariota is next. He also has a 78. Look at the speed, 88 speed, a 90 throw on the run, 90 acceleration. Yeah, he's in the house. And then the 10th rated guy, rookie, is Vic Beasley, who I really like. 88 speed, 89 acceleration, 92 jumping. So if he drops back in pass coverage, he is going to be a problem to get the ball over. So now let's take a look at the running backs, the top running backs in this year's game. So we're not just talking about rookies. We're talking about top overall guy. And Jamaal Charles was the guy who got the lead image, but he's not the number one rated running back. The number one rated running back is Mr. Beast Mode himself, Marshawn Lynch. And it's blowing me that they actually got Marshawn Lynch's genitalia grab in the game. They did that. I can't believe that they put that in. I really can't. I think it's real contradictory because so many things the NFL jumps on and says don't do this, don't do that. But you put Marshawn Lynch grabbing himself in the game. I don't understand. Whatever. Adrian Peterson with the 95. Marshawn Lynch had the 96. Peterson with the 88 strength, 94 trucking, 90 speed, 92 elusiveness, 96 stiff arm. He's still going to be a beast. Jamaal Charles is next with the 94. He's the best speed back in the game, more than likely. 95 elusive, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, and 98 agility. 97 juke, 94 spin. Yeah, he's going to be hard to touch. And then he had a league best 86 catching. for running backs. So, yeah, dual threat all day. DeMarco Murray, new Philadelphia Eagle. He got hooked up. He's a 94. There's some really, really, really good running backs here. Now, we could talk about who is a snub and who's not, who didn't get put in here, man, because the fifth guy is Le'Veon Bell, right? Who out of the top five, who should have been in the top five, maybe that wasn't? Can we make an argument for somebody? You know what I'm going to say. Matt Forte. Matt Forte could have been here, man. Got to be one of the best, if not the best, all-purpose backs in the NFL, but he didn't get the nod. But Forte very rarely gets any respect. He'll tell you that in a second, maybe even a little bit too much, but he doesn't get a lot of respect. Again, he's not a top 5 guy. He's probably top 7, top 8, though. So let's move to the top quarterbacks. Andrew Luck at the feature image, but he is also not the number 1 rated quarterback. That goes to the guy who I personally believe is the best player in the NFL. I don't like the Packers because I'm a Bears fan, but you crazy if you don't recognize Aaron Rodgers. NFL MVP, 95 throw power, 98 play action, 88 throw and run. Here's something that's got me a little bit excited about the game itself. Rodgers has the highest throw accuracy on a deep pass out of anybody in the NFL, and it's only at 80. So I like that because, that's not a high percentage pass. And if 80 is the highest, I'm kind of digging that scale. Tom Brady's next with the 97. I can't say nothing. He's only at a 70 deep ball accuracy though. Then next is Drew Brees. He's gonna lose Jimmy Graham. He is, but he's got the ratings to make it happen. 95 overall for Drew Brees. Now, this image is coming up. This is one of the most impressive images that I've seen on the game, period, so far. That Ben Roethlisberger looks for real. That is really dope. He's at an 85 strength, a 95 throw and run, 94 throw power. He's a big, strong dude, right? And that image, like I said, is cool. It's a 95 overall. Gave him the same as Brees. And then rounding out that top 5 is the guy who got the lead image, is Andrew Luck. I don't know, man. I think his accuracy shouldn't be all that high. Luck throws a lot of picks, y'all. He really does. Do I think he's going to be great? I do, but I don't know, man. I think they're rushing the praise a little bit for him. I do. I just think that. It's my own personal thing. Cutler should have been in this. No, I'm playing. I'm just joking. No, he shouldn't. Now, this image here for the top wide receivers, Calvin Johnson's not the top guy, but I really like this image because you can really see the size difference between Calvin Johnson and Hayward. That's kind of impressive to me, and hopefully it carries over to the gameplay as well. Number 1 is Antonio Brown, a 97. Got a 99 catching, a 99 route running. 90 speed, which ain't that fast, but 96 elusiveness. Man, with him and Roethlisberger, that passing game is going to be sick with it. Now, a quarterback that could have been put in there that wasn't is Tony Romo. People don't respect Tony Romo. I think they're nuts. But Dez Bryant is there, number 2 rated wide receiver in the game. I love that image too of him making the one-handed catch. What I am a little bit worried about, I'm worried about overpowered spectacular catches, because they made a point of putting that in, and that's a thing that I'm hoping that people are not able to exploit, because that's one of them exploitable type of things. Calvin Johnson has fallen to the number 3rd rated wide receiver in the game. Could he prove everybody to be wrong with that soon? He absolutely could. We'll see what happens. But we all know what's up with Megatron. Come on. But I guess he does still drop a lot of passes. Next one is Odell Beckham Jr. He's the cover athlete, and yes, he deserves a 99 spectacular catch. He got a 97 catch, a 97 route running. I don't know. That might be. I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to see what his durability is, because that's the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about with Odell Beckham. But Julio Jones is 5th. I can't argue too much about that. I do wonder. Not saying that he should be in the top 5, but I do wonder where Alshon Jeffrey is in that whole situation. Now, tight end time. Now they show a picture of Greg Olsen. I just can't help but wonder what would have happened if the Bears would have actually found a way to actually use him the right way. But nonetheless, Rob Gronkowski is number 1 with the 99 overall. I mean, come on. We can't argue about Rob Gronkowski, can we? I mean, everybody knows he's the number one tight end in the game. 94 spectacular catch, 98 catching traffic, 95 release, 94 catching, 82 speed, 87 acceleration, 84 jumping, and an 84 was that, I think, stiff arm. I mean, yeah, it's real with Gronkowski. The next up is a guy who's going to be playing with his new team. Is Jimmy Graham. He's going from the Saints to the Seahawks. And if in Madden, come on, just think about this. You got Russell Wilson, who's not in top 5, which I understand. And you got Marshawn Lynch, and then you got Graham as a tight end. As far as a short running game, short pass type of attack, man, Seattle's going to be something else, right? Jason Witten is next with the 93 overall. He don't have a lot of speed. We know that. They didn't even put his speed rating up yet, so you already know it's modest. But he did get the 93 overall because we know he will make the catches. He's going to make the tough catches. His route running is the 88. I thought it might even be higher, but that's what they gave him. And then fifth is that man I was talking about. I'm sorry, fourth is the man I was talking about, Greg Olsen with the 92. I don't know, man. Just every time I see him killing it like he's killing it, I just wonder what was going on in Chicago. Why couldn't we find a way to use Greg Olsen properly? I don't know. But here's a guy that if you are not in Kansas City or maybe in a city in the NFC West, you may not have really realized how good Travis Kelce was last year. He was really good, and that was his technically kind of like his rookie year because he was hurt the year before that. But, I mean, Travis Kelce had a really strong season, and he's got a 91 overall. He's the 5th highest rated tight end on Madden this year. So we got to move on to the big uglies, a.k.a. the offensive lineman. And the lead image there is Joe Thomas in the new, slightly tweaked Cleveland Browns uniforms. But he is not the number one guy. The number one guy is Baltimore Ravens guard Marshall Yanda. An elite guard. He's 99 run blocking, 90 pass blocking, 94 strength. That image right there is really awesome too. That looks straight realistic. Next is Josh Sitton. He is a 97 overall, and he is also a guard that protects Aaron Rodgers, tries to open up holes for the Packers running game, Eddie Lacy and such. And then next is the highest rated offensive tackle in the game, which of course is important because you've heard it 5 million times. The NFL is a passing league. So we got Jason Peters, a 96 overall. League best, 98 strength, 97 pass blocking. He gets it done. He gets it done. Now this next image is also super realistic looking. We got the highest rated center in the game, Nick Mangold, 6-time Pro Bowler, 91 strength, 93 run block and 90 pass block, and that is an awesome image. I mean, I'm excited. One thing you'll notice, there isn't actually anybody from the same, any two offensive linemen from the same team that are in the top 5. So you got rounding it out, or one of the guys rounding it out, Andrew Whitworth for Cincinnati. Look, 94 strength, 98 pass blocking, 89 run blocking. So it's not that great as a running block. Well, he's good, but not as great as the other guys. Another interesting thing to note is Joe Thomas is a 95, but who also is a 95 is Evan Mathis. Evan Mathis is currently a free agent, but he's a 95. So how many of y'all gonna sign Evan Mathis immediately in y'all's connected franchise? You know you're gonna do it. The last position that has had their ratings revealed up to this point is the middle linebackers. So you got Navarro Bowman, who was shown there, but the number one guy, I kind of showed this a little slightly out of order, was Luke Kuechly, number 96 for the Carolina Panthers. I mean, he is a 96 for the Carolina Panthers. 99 pursuit, 98 tackle. Now, you got to remember, stuff like pursuit, that comes in with the computer controlling them, because pursuit is up to you when you control them. So just know that. And Navarro Bowman is a 93. And he's coming off the major injury, so we'll see. Hopefully he's back to himself. And then the next guy is 92 overall, Bobby Wagner of the Seattle Seahawks. Now, we just got into the defense, so it's going to be interesting to see how many Seattle Seahawks are in the top 5 on defense. but Bobby Wagner certainly is. Next up is Clay Matthews. If you're wondering, are we seeing a lot of Packers in the top 5? Yeah, so far we got 3 of them, I think. Sitton, Matthews, and Aaron Rodgers. So both sides of the ball, too. He's a 90 overall and 96 pursuit, 90 tackle. Yeah, you can even move him outside, of course. His rating might even go up if you move him outside. Then you also have Daryl Smith, who was also a 90 for the Baltimore Ravens. There's 2 other guys who also received a 90, Carlos Dansby of the Browns and Lawrence Timmons of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's it. That is the breakdown of the ratings that we know so far. Like I said, I'll be back next Sunday to go over some of the other ones. I mean, I don't know exactly what they do. Obviously, you got a lot of positions to fill, but there's a ton of more reveal days they got left. I think it's a total of about 15. So we got time. I appreciate y'all watching. God bless. Peace.